active today. If you've been in the room, you'll see that I advised booking the longs in the euro at right where we're at, 1688. So on the remainder, that was 100 pips and reverse, risking 60. So this stalling action here in the euro uh, has me thinking that we could have it roll over. And it did it really with lower yields the last couple of days. So if yields start to pick up, this could just be a failing rally, that this whole thing could have been an A or a one, and this could be a B. Really, you'll know that it's doing something wrong under 1650 and for sure under 1550. So 1550 was where we had this market advance. I'm looking at it as a failing rally now. We're testing support in the dollar, so we'll see if it holds. But I made my bed, and I'm looking at the euro. If we really get going and take out 1550, just a measured move from this would be, 1350, 250, 13. Actually, my longer term target during this dollar correction, if we get up to 102, you're going to be looking at about 110 euro. So we'll see how that works out. Last night, if you're in the room, I took a short in gold. Last night we were trading around 3,400. We had over $10 made. Was about a $17 break. Took partials. The BE stops took me out, and I put them back out at 34.12, risking about $20 here. And what's interesting about that is I also sold silver. And I think part of the strength in gold today is maybe a little bit of an unwind in the gold silver ratio. This was a sell at 39.12. So you have partials right now, you have 15 cents if you want to just book it and then go with BE stops on silver. So those are the two things I did today. See how they work out. As far as the S&Ps, I just want to show everyone that yesterday, although we made new highs in the S&Ps up here at the 30 level, the divergence did not blow out. Okay, see, we still diverged here on the 4 hour, and we diverged here on the daily. So two important time frames to have this divergence, did not take out 70. So perhaps we're going to open the door for this correction that I thought we were going to have last week that was only 100 pips. So maybe we get 160 from here. I still think 6,100 or so, the old prior high, is possible, but I'm pretty committed with what I have going right now in the metals and euro. So standing aside in the S&Ps, that's probably going to be the one that plays out. Really, not much else that I'm focused on. I did think that the yen would take out 147, which it did. I'd like to see it dig its heels in here pretty soon. So this could be some type of ABC, because I don't think this was a high. And people that know my work know the reason why is that we did have a confirmed high here. So I do expect a move above 149 towards 150 or better in the yen. And actually, we'll see what happens with yields right now. But uh, the yen is, I think, not getting ready to crash. But the positions that matter to me right now are now short euro, short gold down $3, short silver up 9 now, and that's the way I'm going to sit, see how things finish on this turnaround Tuesday. If we could get the turn in the gold market, which right now, doesn't look that possible. I want to give you the big picture. So if this does turn out to be significant, what the potential is in gold. So when you look at it here, although we're up we're still making a lower high. We're still under this high of 34.52 by quite a bit. And then, this whole move from here, the high here was about 3,500 in round numbers, call it about $400. So I guess I have to go to the 4 hour again. So if we get this break where we were last week, and last week I said I was going to be looking to sell gold around 3,400. And if we get this break under this trend line next time down here at 33 and a quarter, and you subtract the $400 move ballpark that we had from here, that's going to get you to about 29.20. So we'll see if if I get run over again in the metals or not, and if I wasn't patient enough to wait for the dollar to break down under the support level. So stops in, remember take partials. That's very important. If you're a stock bear, the S&Ps, you could lay in shorts with stops over yesterday's highs. And so I'm looking for the market to inhale and not exhale for a few days. We'll see what happens. Good hunting. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And remember, the only thing we can control is risk. Do not trade without stops and predetermined risk. I don't advise using mental stops because most people aren't disciplined when they get to that level to just liquidate. So use a hard stop. Most of the market wizards, you could go listen to Jack Schwager interviews, and the biggest mistakes wizards made earlier in their career was not using a stop. So if you want to be a wizard one day, you have to learn to survive. And the way you survive is learning how to lose. So you have capital left to be right with. And I'll see you in the room. Tomorrow's our interview. I have a great interview lined up with Henrik Zeberg, the bull. I'm going to be asking Henrik about other asset classes. So hope to see you there. He's a very interesting guy. I think Henrik thinks the recession may have already begun. So I know he still has higher targets in the market, and we'll find out. We got very close to his target in the dollar. So we'll see if he thinks this is it or there's another shoe to drop. So I'll see everyone tomorrow for the interview. Good hunting the rest of the day. Adios.